Minister, good afternoon.
Great to see you.
Welcome. Very good to see you again. Yeah.
A few minutes ago, Mr. Rajwal was just preparing to move to Brussels.
Prime Minister, once again, a warm welcome to your delegation. I'm very pleased to meet with you again. Prime Minister, once again, a warm welcome to you.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much.
President Putin to attend the NATO-Russia Council there. And the second on Afghanistan, do you think
Level of foreign ministers to continue after Chicago, because our relationship with Russia, incidents recently, the gradual transition of lead responsibility on the path that we outlined when. Good afternoon. It's really a great pleasure to welcome Prime Minister Lukšić on his second visit to NATO headquarters. We have just had a very good meeting. We talked about Montenegro's growing cooperation with NATO and Montenegro's reform efforts. Montenegro is an important partner for the alliance and an important aspirant to NATO membership. I would like to congratulate the Prime Minister for his country's commitment to reforms. These will be vital for future membership in NATO, especially political and defense reforms. Montenegro's reforms are ambitious and they are on the right path. Yet there still remains a lot to be done, and we encourage Montenegro to continue its efforts, especially in reinforcing the rule of law and fighting corruption and organized crime. We also discussed other issues of common interest, including developments in the Balkan region. We know and we appreciate Montenegro's active contribution to cooperation and security in the region. We look forward to continued practical cooperation with Montenegro in all areas that are important for regional security. In a few minutes, the Prime Minister will address the North Atlantic Council. We will have the opportunity to discuss our preparations for our summit meeting in May in Chicago. And I also expect us to discuss our operation in Afghanistan. We are grateful for Montenegro's contribution to ISAF. Afghanistan is our top operation priority, and in Chicago we will decide how we will continue to support Afghan security forces as they assume more responsibility for security in their own country. We will discuss our strategy with our partners in ISAF, and we look very much forward to hearing the Prime Minister's views today.
The representatives of media, let me once again say that we've had a very good meeting, very cordial meeting, and it was a little bit more than 1 year ago when I was here for the first visit to NATO headquarters, when I had also a very good meeting with Secretary General Rasmussen. Today's meeting has been the opportunity to exchange views of the progress that has been made in the past year. And I took the opportunity to inform Secretary General about the implementation of the annual national program, which is part of the second membership action plan. As you know, in the meantime, we successfully concluded the first membership action plan mid last year, and we are now in the middle of dealing with all the items, all the outstanding issues that we need to deal with in order to prepare Montenegro for the invitation, whenever it comes, and whenever member states think that Montenegro is ready to be invited to become part of the NATO alliance. We believe that NATO remains a guarantor of peace and stability in our region. We believe that NATO integration process and EU integration process go hand in hand, not only because of overlapping goals, and as you know, our European integration process involves a lot of efforts to deal with organized crime, anti-corruption activities and the rule of law, but it also means that regional stability is a necessary precondition, necessary platform for the prosperity of the Western Balkans, and Montenegro included. Therefore, I believe that all the contacts we've had so far, today's meetings, last week Admiral Stavridis' meeting, are always a good opportunity to discuss progress, to discuss future activities, future issues, and to really act as partners, as Montenegro aspires one day to become part of the family. And therefore, it is up to us to meet all the necessary rules of the game. So once again, I'd like to thank Secretary General for the continued support, and I'd like once again to take the opportunity to thank Member States for the support they have showed in the period of state of emergency because of weather conditions. It was vital support for Montenegrin people, and I'm sure Montenegrin people appreciate very much the support they received.
First of all, I can confirm that I don't expect new invitations to be extended at the Chicago summit. However, I would expect us to reiterate that NATO's door remains open, and I would also envisage that the progress made in Montenegro as well as in other aspirant countries will be appropriately reflected at the summit. It's a fact that we have seen significant progress. The Montenegrin authorities have made a great effort to make progress on necessary reforms, not only because of NATO, not only because of the European Union, but because it is in Montenegro's own interest. But I think that should be reflected at the summit. You asked me whether we will issue new guidelines. No, because the guidelines are very clear, and we work with Montenegro within the membership action plan, and we are now in the second cycle of the membership action plan, and Montenegro is progressing well. That my vision is to see Montenegro, as well as all other countries in the Western Balkans, integrated in our Euro-Atlantic structures, that is, in the European Union and NATO. That's clearly our goal. I think it's premature to outline concrete timelines. The most important thing now is step by step to make progress in the right direction. Montenegro has already made significant progress in a very short time. It's not that long ago that we granted membership action plan to Montenegro. And what we have seen so far has been very, very impressive. And I would expect Montenegro to continue such fast progress. And let me also stress that each individual aspirant country will be judged upon its own merits. So it's very much up to Montenegro herself to make the necessary progress that one day will lead to membership of NATO. But today it's premature to outline concrete timelines.